Johannesburg Mayor Geoff Makhubo has been tested for COVID-19 yet again and has decided to self-isolate. It's after a staff member in his office recently tested positive for the virus. The official is said to have travelled to the Western Cape for a funeral and is now recovering. We're joined by the mayor's spokesperson, Mlimandlela Ndamase. Good evening and thanks for your time, Ms. Ndamase. Firstly, when we talk about recently, how recent is recent that this staff member has tested positive for COVID-19?
Thank you very much, Cathy, and good evening to your viewers. The said staff member had travelled to the Western Cape for a funeral in the last weekend. Following that travel, he did not feel well, and 13 members of his family also tested positive. He did the responsible thing by going to test and staying at home, and his results today were received, where he did confirm that indeed he has tested positive as a precautionary measure, because the mayor has been regularly testing as part of his ongoing work for COVID-19. He took the decision to once again test this morning so that he could again confirm his status. But whilst he waits for those results, he has taken a decision to self-isolate. I may also add that all staff members within his office have gone for testing. Those who are not available today will be tested tomorrow, and operations within the mayor's office will continue, however, virtually, to make sure that we continue to support the work of the city of Johannesburg in containing, in managing and in preventing the spread of the coronavirus.
How many people are we looking at here that could potentially be affected?
Well, just from the mayor's staff office alone, which has been working on skeleton staff, we're speaking to less than 10 people. And all of those people, obviously, all the precautionary measures have been taken over time to ensure that people sanitize, that the offices were deep cleaned on Saturday, not knowing that there would be this particular case of COVID-19 that would come forth. So several people have then tested and been requested to self-isolate until we can begin to confirm which may be affected, if any, and if there are those affected, that they may be obviously assisted to self-isolate and ensure that they are also going through a regime of treatment and recovery.
And in terms of his health, how is the mayor feeling generally?
No, the mayor has not had any problem. He has been continuing with some of his responsibilities, obviously with all the necessary precautions in place, as outlined by the presidency and our government as per the National Command Council. He's been working very closely with the Department of Health in the city of Johannesburg to ensure that any activity that is engaged in complies with the said regulations of government, and also continues to overemphasize the message that we must social distance and we must look after ourselves and maintain high levels of hygiene. So the mayor has no health scare at this stage, but as we have said, it's really a precautionary measure to say, even though he has tested very recently, he should test again and he should self-isolate, so that we can also provide an exemplary leadership in showing the people that this is important, that at all times we remain to know our status, and where we have come into contact with those who may be positive, that we react immediately and react responsibly.